coffee, 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 coffee.
And see,
so we've applied the word.
So he's being demonstrative with his body. He's moving back and forth, but I would say don't do that. Every ka syllable you want. Coffee, 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 coffee. See how I'm moving on the bigger pulse? That creates a much better rhythm. It's better in the human body. If we go coffee, 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 it's this stressed, tentative structure in our body. Coffee, 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 coffee. And this is a secret to faster rhythms also. So if you have a really fast tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're working on it, working up to it, once it starts getting to a speed that feels fast and challenging, you want to change what you feel. So instead of your foot tapping 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then your calf starts to like get fatigued and cramping and you slow down and you have all this motion. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dung, 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 One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can relax in that in between the two, the big beats and the small beats. The first thing. Coffee, 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 coffee. Boom, 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 boom. That's the grounding thing. That gives you stability and relaxation, and we have to relax. We can have strength, but we have to relax strength. No tension.
When we are thinking the words and playing the beats, this is where the magic happens. This is the internal sense of rhythm that we want to tap into whilst we are practicing.
Yes.
Of course, you can take 3-syllable words, galloping, 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 galloping. 4 syllables, Piccadilly, Piccadilly, Piccadilly.
And these are all good intermediary steps that we have to have as learners, because there is an intellectual part to music. Like counting rhythms, that's a very intellectual part. If you've ever written 1 and 2 E and a 3 E, it has a logic and an order, and it's important to understand that. But to play it, it becomes the language of music. It becomes the language of music, which is only music. And so we use these tools to help us intellectually follow it and comprehend it through repetition. If we're relaxed and we're doing the correct exercises, we're going to get better and better. You know, we may not master it immediately or even as soon as we want. That's how the universe goes. But we put our effort in there. With the proper exercises and relaxation, the repetition of the thing will turn it into a language that we can speak with our fingers and our arms on the instrument of the accordion or whatever it is. These tools, either counting is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or using these words, that's getting closer to music. But what we really want is sound, and we want sound with weight of sound. So on the coffee, if I asked you all, with the coffee, what syllable is weighted more? Which of the syllables sounds like it's more important there or has more of an emphasis? It's the ka. And why? Because there is a k, there's a glottal stop, there's a plosive there, and fi does not have that. So you have an accented sound on k and an accented sound on fi. So we have a hierarchy of sounds. So when we're transmitting it, you want to hear musical sounds ultimately. That's where you want to get to. If you don't, you want to get past counting. You want to use counting as a way to add some intellectualizing, to order the rhythm, and then you want to get away from it. You want to turn that into ordered sound. So what do I mean by that? Well, counting 1, 2, you know which one's the primary number here, because that's the way numbers work, right? 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. I was weighting 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. And the same thing can be accomplished with sounds that aren't tied to an intellectual idea. The intellectual idea is going to distract you. Thinking of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, and D, do, da. We need that, especially two hands together. We need that on syncopated stuff. That really helps us when we can do that. But then you need to find in your process, your progression, ways to turn that memory into this universe of music. Ba ba bum, digga digga dum dum dum, ba do ba boom, chicka boom, ba do ba boom, chicka boom, ba do ba boom, chicka da da ba ba da 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 dum, be bummed. Boom da 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 boom da 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 boom da 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 boom da 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 boom cha ticka ticka boom. That is my thesis on learning to feel rhythm and play good rhythm, because good rhythm, most of the time, why musicians sound amateur is the rhythm. It has more to do with the rhythm than anything else.